Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to the morning show. Arsenal transfers up and down. We're going to be discussing Alexander Lacazette. We'll talk about Marquinhos. We'll talk about the likelihood that Arsenal will sign Gabriel Jesus this month. According to Fabrizio Romano, big update, huge update. Arsenal will be bringing in Gabriel Jesus at the carpet this month. Yuri Tielemans, new contacts are set to be made with his representatives and also the two clubs. So Arsenal is actively and progressively working on all the deals that you guys are hearing in the media and you are thinking about. It might take some time, but of course, we are actively working to sign players in this window. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. But let's set our like target in this video to 250 likes. That is where it should be. 250 likes. If you can do that, lads, if we can get that done, that would be absolutely awesome. And like I said, let's subscribe to the channel. We need to get this to 40,000 subscribers as soon as possible so that we can hit the 50,000 mark very, very soon. Right, let's get into the content. Let's start off with the Alexander Lacazette, who has been confirmed as a new player for Olympic Club Lyon. Now, Lyon yesterday, put him on medical. He passed it. Of course, they've got him on a free. They have announced him now that he will be playing with them. He's gone back to the club where he came from before joining Arsenal. A couple of clubs have been interested in Alexander Lacazette. Juve, Atletico Madrid, and AC Milan and Inter Milan, but then he's chosen to go back to Lyon. I do not feel that is the right path for his career as a player. If I were agent, if I was his agent, if I were Alexander Lacazette, I would have thought of a move to a club like West Ham, to a club like AC Milan. AC Milan is really, really looking for a good striker, and I think they could use the services, or they could have used the services of Alexander Lacazette. But he has decided to go back to home in France, and he has signed up again with Olympic Lyon. So this is the final time we'll be talking about Alexander Lacazette. Of course, the club Arsenal did confirm a few days ago on their official website that the player will not be signing a new deal with them. And finally, he has joined and has been officially announced as a new player in the French Ligue 1 by Olympic Lyon. Of course, all we can say for Alexander Lacazette is congratulations to your new move, and we hope you get all the best, and we wish you all the best. We thank you for all the memories. We thank you for all the little times when you made us happy. I don't know if there were few or many times when he made us happy, but congrats on that new move, and we can now move on as Arsenal to getting a new striker. And talking about a new striker, one could be arriving this month. According to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal will be landing a striker this month, and that name is Gabriel Jesus. We've talked about Gabriel Jesus on a large scale, but we will continue reporting around Gabriel Jesus until the final day, until the day when he signs for Arsenal. So yesterday, Fabrizio Romano put out a tweet, and he said Gabriel Jesus and Yuri Tielemans are still on top of the list of Arsenal this summer. Expectation on Gabriel Jesus is for him to join a Premier League club, as reported today morning. Tielemans is priority signing, and new contacts with Leicester will take place very, very soon. Arsenal have Gabriel Jesus on top of their list, and new direct contacts on the player side have actually happened. Of course, yesterday again he said Gabriel Jesus' deal is still the same. He still wants to leave Manchester City, and the expectation is for Gabriel to join a Premier League club. Official bids will arrive very, very soon. Real Madrid have had some contacts a few weeks ago to explore the situation, but still nothing advanced as of now. So that is the first update around Gabriel Jesus. We expect him first and foremost to join a Premier League club. That rules out a move to Real Madrid. However, according to the Now, according to goal.com, as they reported yesterday, Arsenal are not the only Premier League club interested in Gabriel Jesus. Yes, we are leading the rest. We have talked to the player. We have agreed personal terms, and a 190k contract has been agreed between Arsenal and the player. But we are not the only club interested, and we are not the only English club or the only English Premier League club that is actually trying to get the signature of the player. According to goal.com, Chelsea are considering putting in a bid. They say Chelsea are considering making a bid for Gabriel Jesus, who is valued at around £43 million. Chelsea, of course, are losing Romelu Lukaku this summer to Inter Milan. A deal will be agreed. I'm very, very positive. A deal is going to be agreed between Chelsea and Inter Milan for Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku doesn't want to play for Chelsea. He wants to go back to Inter Milan. It was a wrong move in the first place for me. If a player doesn't want to play for you, there is no reason as to why you sign him. Why? For the money? It really didn't work out. So they're looking at potential replacements of Romelu Lukaku. They're going to take a huge loss on that deal. So they want to go for someone who's a little bit cheaper. I think they will want to go for someone who is a little bit cheaper. A cheaper deal for me on the market now is Gabriel Jesus. Premier League proven. He is a winner. Very, very young as a player. And the fact that Chelsea have UEFA Champions League football could actually bring a very, very different kind of dimension to the table. So this month, you expect Arsenal to bring in Gabriel Jesus. You expect him to arrive at the Emirates Stadium. But there is interest from Chelsea. There is interest also from Spurs. But the player has outrightly blocked his chances of going to Tottenham Hotspur by saying he doesn't see himself playing there. So he doesn't see himself playing at the White Hart Lane. The two clubs that could actually take him are Chelsea and Arsenal Football Club. But of course, according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal are leading that race, and we hope to sign him very, very soon. Now, in terms of the price, we also have an update from Ben Jacobs. And this is what he said. For whatever reason, Arsenal felt that 55 million was too high for Gabriel Jesus. The situation is that Manchester City will accept an offer and are quite prepared to let Jesus leave. The value of the deal has dropped by around 10 to 12 million euros, which is well within Arsenal's budget. That is according to Ben Jacobs, of course, working with CBS Sport. So they're saying, and of course he has been quoted by Dean James, who says that allegedly Manchester City originally wanted 55 million for Gabriel Jesus, but Arsenal felt that this was very, very high. 10 million, at least 10 million too high. So City since softened their stance and dropped the asking price to by 10 to 12 million, quoting the same source, Ben Jacobs from CBS Sport. So look, guys, this is a deal that Arsenal are going to do. I'm very, very positive. I've already included him in my all done deals. Make sure you watch that video. Let's get that video, all done deals, to at least 100,000 views by the end of this week. It is really, really doing very well. So if you've not watched it, watch it. It will give you the clear picture of who Arsenal want, where Arsenal will end up this summer, and which players will end up at Arsenal this summer as well. But this month for me, I think we are going to see the signature or the signing of Gabriel Jesus. Romano has confirmed that. We just wait for we're just waiting for an agreement between the two clubs. And what I don't understand maybe is if Arsenal are saying the price is too high, and Manchester City have dropped the price by 10 to 12 million euros, let us pay that and let us walk away and go and get that Tielemans deal done. We don't have a lot of time. We need to prepare early enough, get the squad in place, because after November, you're going to have the World Cup. So you need to get your squad together, play a couple of games, and bring in as many players as possible, because during the World Cup period, players like Tielemans, players like Gabriel Jesus are going to be representing their countries. They will be tired. So you need a backup for Tielemans. You need a backup for Gabriel Jesus. So the earlier we do our business, the better. But this month, expect one signing of Gabriel Jesus. Now, there are also reports indicating they're not very, very reliable, but the reliable ones around Yuri Tielemans again are coming in from Fabrizio Romano, and he has said that this month we expect, actually in the coming weeks after the international break, we expect new contacts between Leicester City and Arsenal over Yuri Tielemans. Now, Yuri Tielemans is over with Belgium on international duty. He's already confirmed that he's going to be leaving Leicester City. There is nothing that's going to happen to change his mind. Leicester City, for me, they have already accepted the fact. They have set the price for the player, 25 to 35 million euros. That is the range any club that is interested that should be paying for him. Fabrizio said we're going to have new contacts between the two clubs this coming week. We do not have an agreement between us and the player. We do not have an agreement between us and the club. So it is still very, very complicated. Fabrizio has made it very clear. It's a deal that Arsenal want to do. It's a deal that Yuri Tielemans is interested in, but it is going to take time. It is not going to be that easy. A couple of other clubs are interested in Yuri, including Real Madrid, who have signed Aurelien Tchouameni. Good news for us, but of course a couple of other clubs. You look at Liverpool, you look at Manchester United. All those clubs could be interested in Yuri Tielemans. The feeling around him is that he wants UEFA Champions League football, but if no club approaches him, then he will be signing for Arsenal, despite the fact that we are in the UEFA Europa League. So this week we expect new contacts between Arsenal and Yuri Tielemans representatives. More stories and more sources continue to claim that Arsenal are confident of striking a deal for the player this month. That is what we know, at least, that Arsenal are confident of striking a deal for Yuri Tielemans this month. But like I said, the sources are not that reliable. If you ask me about the reliability of the sources, let us go with Fabrizio Romano, who has said we have two deals we are working on. One could arrive this month, that is Gabriel Jesus, and the other will be Arsenal will be facing new contacts with Leicester City for Yuri Tielemans. In the other stories, Manuel Akanji, you know that lad, has been linked with Arsenal, has been offered to Arsenal by Borussia Dortmund actually. Now, Dortmund value him at around 21 million euros. However, it looks like Arsenal hope the price will drop. Now, according to The Athletic, earlier in the transfer market, they said, oh, not earlier in the transfer market because the market has actually not opened yet, but earlier in May, they say that Arsenal will be looking to strengthen their left side of the centre back, right? So we're looking for a cover for Gabriel Magalhaes, and looks like Manuel Akanji could be the player who can provide such kind of cover. However, Borussia Dortmund are asking for 21 million euros. Arsenal feel that is a little bit too high, and they think a price will reduce. The price will reduce and probably go in for him. Arsenal are interested in the player, according to the reports I have seen. But I mean, it's one we can keep eyes on and probably say, I mean, I don't know why they're interested in Manuel Akanji, honestly, to be very, very frank. Now, as well, according to the Sports Page, he has said that Arsenal's technical director, Edu, is prepared to use his Brazilian connections to convince Richarlison to join Arsenal Football Club. Of course, Arsenal are interested in Richarlison. That much we know. We do not know if we're going to see an official bid from Arsenal for Richarlison. The club is interested in the player. The player is interested in a move away from Everton. Will we see this one happen? There are high chances that it can happen. There are very, very high chances that we could see it happen. So Richarlison could actually move to Arsenal. Edu wants to use his Brazilian connections. That is all this morning. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's get the video to 250 likes, and I'll speak to you in the next one.